Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So
this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but
possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A terrific
Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
On first down, Dobbins. Credit him.
The big-bodied guys in the middle of this D has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He completes this one.
They obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
By that,
yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8 on the first down completion. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to...
Well, you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Taking it. Their next possession here. You know, I mentioned the Kansas City game. That was one you had, the Kansas City field goal to win it 26-23 in Week 9. That broke the 4-game win streak for the Vikings. What else did you glean from that game for Minnesota now at 6-3?
There's still a defense gave up a big 91-yard touchdown run to Damian Williams. That's not normal for them. Still were in the game despite not playing with, I guess you would call it their A game in this one. Not to take credit away from Kansas City. But this Vikings team, week in, week out, is going to be very difficult for anyone to solve.
Look, road game, they're going to Dallas in Week 10. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 40 on first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete.
Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a jump.
Believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only must.
A great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on second down.
Quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Pretty, excited about the big plays. Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline.
Quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that. This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And now
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Throwing again. Fields. His throw incomplete.
You don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on third. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense, and you can...
And he is in! Touchdown! Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? The 5 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate.
It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but in the air, we'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Get out the field, defense.
Operating from the gun. Fields. An incomplete crisis.
Regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another line. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Looking to throw. Fields. That's going to be knocked away.
And the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. Time there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
In getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out, showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off, or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Firing quickly here, and that's got to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right. We got 3, we got 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot. Defense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see him when we kick. Defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to throw. Fields. And this one incomplete. Pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Fields. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have an
NFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams.
6 and 3, they would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5 and 3. Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on it. Could knock you out of the race.
Hey, check Mike 57.
To throw on second down, Fields. And this is going to wind up incomplete.
That position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
On fourth down, Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the rush coming, and he's taken down.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really clean. Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Fourth quarter, your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields going right side here, and that's a giant first down. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's got it across the midfield stripe. And 4 times out of 6, not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11.
This game moves along.
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a game.
But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it.
Got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no
offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Fields, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blow their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he got blown up. Blues play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. 22. Perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Losing yardage back at the 35. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completes it to Davis. Better for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's got his man on the outright. That'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. You got a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there.
The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Meanwhile, after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he's left. Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get all up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.